who profits from Somalia's frankincense.
Falling to their knees, they did him homage. Then, opening their treasures, they offered him gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh.
This story begins in the mountains of Puntland, Somalia, a land steeped in time where trees whisper old truth and tradition breathes through every crack in the rock. I'm Jamal Osman. Welcome to my journalism toolkit. Back in 2013, I found myself chasing the scent of something ancient, frankincense. But the real story wasn't in the resin, it was in the hands of that harvested it. The voices, the inheritance, the silence passed from one generation to the next. I remember the climb, sharp, sun-baked rock underfoot. The stillness of the mountain, broken only by the bleat of a goat or the soft scrape of a knife against bark. These weren't farms in any modern sense. The trees called Hijj grew wild, spontaneously. Locals believe they cannot be planted. They choose where they grow, and humans simply follow. That slow process, cutting the bark, letting the resin bleed and dry, was patient, ritualistic, a kind of reverence shaped every movement. Mr. Jimale was my guide that day. His passion for the trees was almost spiritual.
geedka marka adiga iska leh
geedkan haana iska leh
marka ma aabbo ka aabad ka dhaxashay
ka aabba iyo ka awow
These trees weren't just a source of income, they were legacy, time carved into trunks, a lineage passed not through wealth or property, but through duty and memory. He told me that what they earned from harvesting frankincense fed more than 30 people, an entire extended family. But he had no idea where the resin went once it left their hands. Beyond the local buyer, it was a mystery. From those remote mountains, I followed the trail to Bosaso, a port city alive with trade. Here, the frankincense from farmers like Mr. Jimale was bagged, stacked, and loaded onto wooden boats. Destination, Dubai.
عربته waan ognahay waxa laga siisto farq weyn oo dhaxeeya ma jiro ila carabta
صح
laakiin waxa laga yaabaa dhul anaga naga sii fog oo carabta la si marka
That sentence was the heart of the story. They knew their product held value, knew it lit up churches across the world, lined boutique shelves in London, Paris, New York, and beyond. But they remained locked out of the process. The treasure Hijj traveled the globe, but the prophet never made the return journey.
This boat has just arrived from Bosaso. It's carrying frankincense from the mountains of Puntland. These bags will be taken to warehouses here in Dubai. From here, it will then be distributed to customers all over the world.
In Dubai, I saw the transformation. The resin, once scooped by a farmer's hand, was now part of the global marketplace, refined, rebranded, rebottled. From sacred tradition to high-end skincare, frankincense had entered a different kind of ritual.
Incense gives a sense of something special, something unique, really. You come in and you've got this atmosphere, and it takes you really to another level. It gives you a sense of God.
That lifting of the spirit, it's what frankincense has always done, from the scriptures to the streets. But for the people of Somalia, frankincense wasn't symbolic. It was survival, a hot meal, a child in school, a chance at a better life. This story shows that global trade is not always fair trade. For all its promises, it often begins in quiet, hidden places, in hands that work without complaint. in communities that keep the world centered but rarely see its riches. God placed people like Somalis in lands full of natural wealth, but too often they lack the means to benefit from it. You can see that pattern in many corners of the world, where the earth is rich, but the people on it are still poor. If you like this story, share it. If you're just joining us, explore other stories. High quality journalism isn't free to produce. Support the work we do. Become a paid subscriber on Substack. Thanks for watching. See you next time.